breaks. They're going to switch sides now. Toss of the coin gives Newfoundland and Labrador the kickoff. They'll be on the left-hand side of your screen. And the New Brunswick girls in the dark red, wine-colored on the right-hand side. And here we go. Referee Fadjum's happy. There's only 11 players from each team on each half of the field. Checking with the goalkeepers to make sure they're ready. And he's ready to whistle this game into action. Ball played back, midfield. Very quickly punched up the far side. Good shielding there on the back line. Ball goes out of play. It's a throw in for Newfoundland and Labrador. This is Riley Carroll taking the ball. This is Carroll again, still on it. Gets turned nicely. Looking for some help. Ball kept in and played forward. Ball went out. It's a throw in to Newfoundland and Labrador. This is Carroll again with the throw. Ball was played down to the near touch line. Beautiful turn there. Ball is played across. The keeper is very quickly, smartly off her line, pulling that one in. Kind of plays it over to the midfield here. It's a little bit too far. And they were unable to keep that one in play. Chance for Newfoundland to cross one in. They do. Corner now. Corner kick specialist is coming over to take this one. They do have a little bit of a breeze at their back here. Let's see if Newfoundland and Labrador, like Prince Edward Island earlier today, can get on the score sheet in the first couple of minutes. Ball is served into the penalty spot nicely. No one there, though. Oh, there's a last-second shot. And the ball is cleared, but only just outside the back line. Robust tackle there, no whistle. Chance for New Brunswick to counterattack here from midfield, but that one goes a little too far, too fast. And the keeper has no trouble bringing that one under control. Ellie King is the goalkeeper today for Newfoundland and Labrador. There's a ball to the edge of the box. Chance to shoot. And New Brunswick is very quickly on the scoreboard. A turnover there. And very quickly, Ashley Buildup was able to put a boot on it, put it past the goalkeeper. A bit of a mix-up in the back line there. Fullback thought the keeper was coming. Keeper thought the fullback was going to keep it. And in stepped Buildup to make sure it was a goal. And New Brunswick very quickly is on the score sheet with only 3 minutes gone in the game. 1-0 for New Brunswick, going right to left on your screen in the dark red uniforms over Newfoundland and Labrador, and a bit of a surprise. Quick goal for New Brunswick. Nice way to start the game. Helps you settle down, get ready for the rest of the game. Makes you feel a little taller, a little stronger when you have a 1-goal lead early in a game, and gives you something to build on. Throw in to New Brunswick on the far side. Looking for some help. Somebody moving to get to the ball. So a mix-up in the back line between the goalkeeper and the fullbacks. Saw the ball squeeze through. No one came for it. And very quickly, New Brunswick saw the opportunity and got themselves on the score sheet. And we believe it was Ashley Buildup. But we'll check at halftime to make sure we have that right. In any event, it is 1-0 for New Brunswick. Ball goes out of play. It's a goal kick for Newfoundland and Labrador. Played just over 4 minutes. And beautiful Saturday sunny weather conditions on Prince Edward Island. Nice breeze blowing. Temperature is expected to be in the 25, 26 degree range today. Goalkeeper King teeing this one up. Decides to go to the left back. Ball did not go out of the 18-yard box on a goal kick. The ball was required to leave the 18-yard box before it can be touched by a kicking team. So we're going to do that again. There's been some talk about changing the rules to make the ball playable inside the 18-yard box. I'm not quite sure how far that's been adopted. King with a goal kick. Nice chest down control there. Some opening here on wide on the right-hand side. Nice play there by Lucy Toms. She was cut off, though, before she got too far ahead. And it's a throw-in New Brunswick. Ball goes out of play. Referee will have to decide which one that hit. It looks like it hit a New Brunswick girl, and it's another throw-in. This is Carroll with the ball. Riley Carroll. She gets the throw underway, only as far as the New Brunswick midfield. Chance to counterattack here, but I think the Newfoundland and Labrador girls have learned their lesson on that goal. They're marking a little tighter, working a little harder here now. Good action there. Some nice skill. Ball is sent through. I think the keeper will be the first one to this. And very quickly sweeps it upfield. Nice skill there. Ball played over to the left-hand side. Newfoundland and Labrador girls making some progress on the far side and win themselves a corner kick. Set piece opportunity here with 7 minutes gone in the game. Chance to level the score. They're down 1-0 on an early goal by New Brunswick's Buildup. One of the problems, girls, at this age and size is getting a ball from a corner into the danger area. We'll see how they do on this one. Not too bad. Not quite to the penalty spot. Ball kept in play. No, it's gone out and a throw in New Brunswick on the far side. There's the throw in. Newfoundland and Labrador first to the ball. A little chance to run here. Nice piece of work here. Can she get a shot away? Wow. They're back on the scoreboard. It's 1-1 and the girls are having a wild celebration. We'll just check to see who knocked that one in. It's 1-1 now. And we're checking, and I'm guessing it looked like it might have been Hannah Neville. Hannah Neville with the game-tying score for Newfoundland and Labrador. So after only 8 minutes or so, we've got 2 goals, 1-1. I guess the incentive of getting into the gold medal game tomorrow against Newfoundland and against Nova Scotia has the Newfoundland and Labrador and New Brunswick squads we're watching here today. They're keen to get their place and write their name on that other side of the sheet for the competition against Nova Scotia tomorrow in the gold medal round when that opens early tomorrow. 1-1 between New Brunswick, who scored first, and Newfoundland and Labrador. 2 nice goals, too. One in a nice clean shot through the box for New Brunswick. And one another nice piece of dribbling by Neville, who got herself in a position to shoot near the penalty spot and put it home. 1-1, and things are teeing up here for I think what looks like it might be a free kick in a nice position for New Brunswick. Distance of about 25, 30 yards away from goal. New Brunswick has about 5 or 6 players ready to run onto this. A nice area. They could drop one at the far post or near the penalty spot. Let's see what she's got going. There it is, right at the goalkeeper. Oh, a beauty. And New Brunswick on a beautiful free kick taken from about 25 yards are now ahead by a score of 2-1. Now. Kaylin Clark putting that one in the net. It is now 2-1 for New Brunswick on a beautifully taken free kick from about 25, 26 meters. Right to the goalkeeper's head. She waved at it, but it was waving bye-bye as it went right in under the crossbar to give New Brunswick a 2-1 lead. So we've had 3 goals here in 10 minutes. Plenty of action. Neville winning that one. Bringing Lucy Toms into the play. And she was whacked down there, and it's a... looks like it's a free kick, and this looks like we're going to see a free kick with Hannah Neville taking it. She's got some good distance on these. Won't have a trouble getting it to the penalty spot of the far post. Newfoundland and Labrador has 5-6 players ready to chase this one. New Brunswick has set up a 4-player wall to block the cross. Here we go. Let's see what can they bounce back again. Newfoundland and Labrador over the wall to the near post. Keeper puts the gloves on that one. Takes her time to let her New Brunswick teammates get upfield. She pumps one long, good distance and height. Backline nods it out of play, and New Brunswick will take that at midfield, a throw-in. They're leading 2-1. Another throw-in on the far side. Ball cleared. Comes to midfield. Referee whistled that down. Ball fed into the midfield. New Brunswick there first. Getting the ball under control can still be a bit of a challenge for girls at this age. Bouncing ball, no one taking charge and getting the ball on the floor. It's a skill that takes a little while to learn. There's a good example of it right there. Ball still bouncing. Newfoundland and Labrador player goes down, and they earn themselves a free kick. Ball played forward. A lot of action on the far side here in the last minute or so. No one able to really get anything going. It's back and forth. Took a little too long to clear that one. Still, though, it's still Newfoundland and Labrador possession. Newfoundland and Labrador's coaching department told me before the game they talked to the girls and told them this is a must-win game. So they're going into the game today with that attitude. And it has shown well because they've scored, but they've also given up a couple of goals. So we'll have to wait to see what happens. Chance for Newfoundland and Labrador. get right in there. Early shot. Keeper down. Got that one under control. And very quickly gets it up into midfield. Ball gets away from the Newfoundland and Labrador back line and finds its way out. There's the throw. Still change of possession. Now a New Brunswick throw in. We've almost reached the halfway mark of the first half. Not sure if there will be a water break in this one or not. Ball played out. New Brunswick first to it. Goal scorer Clark with the shot. Good pressure on the ball by New Brunswick, forcing another wayward clearance and a throw-in opportunity for New Brunswick here deep in the Newfoundland and Labrador end. Some good battling for possession here on a couple of occasions. And throughout the tournament, really, there's been really good battling for the ball. Ball winner there was able to get one toward the goal. It's goal scorer Clark, who's been very active for the New Brunswick girls here. Looking for some help. He's going to find it out wide. Yep. Ball goes back one and flipped forward, going out of play. Already coming up to the halfway mark in the first half. The score is 2-1 for New Brunswick over Newfoundland and Labrador. Throw in Newfoundland and Labrador on the far side in the light blue uniforms. And here's an opportunity. Oh, it went off the player's back. Looked like it was going to be a nice through ball. One on the far side. Ball goes out of play. No, it's kept in. Well done. A lot of back and forth here. Not much possession on the ball. There's an opportunity now. They're 4 against 4. Ball was punched into the corner. No pressure on the ball, so New Brunswick should be able to retrieve this one. Throw into Newfoundland and Labrador on the far side. Coaching staff I talked to before the game on the New Brunswick half of the field said that they hadn't even mentioned the opportunity to play in the gold medal game. We're into a water break here now, in case you're wondering why they're both leaving the field. It's the first water break of the day, and they'll get a minute or so to guzzle down some water, relax, and hear what the coaches have to say. Yeah, the New Brunswick coach is telling me just before the game that they didn't mention an opportunity to play in the gold medal game. Prior to this game, they said only coaches are expecting their best game from their players. So no real pressure. You're not playing for a chance to get into the gold medal game. Kind of an interesting approach. You're not putting any pressure on the girls to get into that gold medal game. You're just asking them to put out their best game possible. And I think if they put on that best game, then I think they've got a shot at getting there, reaching their goal. It's 2-1 here at the water break for New Brunswick over Newfoundland and Labrador. The winner of this game will go into the gold medal round tomorrow, playing the Nova Scotia girls who who won their group with 2 wins and a tie, tying 1-1 with Prince Edward Island this morning in the 10 o'clock game. So here we go. Everybody's had a little bit of water, a little bit of hydration. Referee ready to restart the game. Keeper getting into position. Lots of family and friends here at the game today, cheering their children on. Nice to see. Got ideal weather for a visit to Prince Edward Island, that's for sure. Going to be a little cooler tomorrow for the gold medal round. Throw into Newfoundland and Labrador on the far side. Ball is fed in toward the 18-yard box, but repelled, and another throw for Newfoundland and Labrador. Someone's got a little bit better distance on it. Ball is chipped forward. So Shampoo on the far side from New Brunswick, making her way up the field. Throw into New Brunswick. Been a lot of action on that far side of the field here today. Very straight ahead competition. There's not a whole lot of cross field play, cross midfield play, playing the wide part of the field. It's all straight ahead, down Route 1, push it ahead. And something that some of the girls have yet to learn, the idea of opening up, getting themselves in a position to use the wider parts of the field instead of being concentrated on one sideline or the other. Shampoo gets one to the penalty spot. Keeper alert to that. And very quickly came off of her line. That's Ellie King, the goalkeeper. That one just goes out. Shaylin Godine is coming to goal for New Brunswick. They alternate their goalies first half, second half, give both goalkeepers the opportunity and the experience of playing in a tournament like this. And that way you're not just sitting on the bench as the substitute goalie. You're getting a chance to learn, getting some experience, feeling what it's like to play at this level, provincial all-star championship level. Throw into Newfoundland and Labrador. They get it up the line. Good battling there. Referee saw it going Newfoundland and Labrador's way. Ball still in play. The race is on for that one. Some nice defending there by Isabelle Gannant. Ball squirts free. Ellie Power getting into the box. Looks like it's going to be cleared. Goes off a Newfoundland and Labrador boot for a New Brunswick throw-in. We've had plenty of action in this game. Goals and early action giving New Brunswick a 2-1 lead. Another chance for Newfoundland and Labrador to get the ball in the box, but the referee saw a foul. It's a free kick to New Brunswick. Let's see if they can get it up, or Newfoundland and Labrador are going to intercept. They did, but weren't able to keep the ball in play, despite the efforts of Lacey Murphy, the captain of the team. Yeah, a little bit too forceful there, and another free kick to New Brunswick. Ball runs free in the midfield for New Brunswick to chase. Shampoo unable to corral that one. Ball fed into the corner for someone to chase. So it gets going out. Another New Brunswick throw in on the far side. Throw in. Got a substitution here now. Fresh legs coming in for New Brunswick. The left-hand side of the midfield. Looks like Anna Titus has come into the game, playing at left forward. Shampoo squares one across the top of the box, nicely controlled, chance to shoot. Shampoo, looks like she's fouled right on the edge. She goes down, but no whistle. Free kick.
Right away!
Been a lot of back and forth in this game since New Brunswick made it 2-1. Newfoundland and Labrador haven't been able to answer that yet. I think they've had a little bit too much pressure on them from the New Brunswick girls. Enough pressure to force a corner kick and a chance to make it 3-1 off a set piece here. Let's see if they can capitalize. Another change for New Brunswick here now. They've got 6 players in the box anticipating this one. Doesn't get quite to the penalty spot. Still a chance to shoot. And it goes out for a goal kick. Danger passes for Newfoundland and Labrador. Ball has to go out of the box. The ref's going to whistle that one down. On a goal kick, the ball has to go out of the 18-yard box before a player can put a boot on it. So they're retaking it. And ball, whistle down. Oh, almost got something going there. Unable to control it. Nice knockdown there. Good battle there with Lucy Toms on the near sideline. And Anna Titus. This is Isabel Gallant over the ball. She cracks one in toward the penalty spot, headed away. Neville trying to forward the ball, but whoa, here we go. There's a chance to run in on goal. New Brunswick girls are trying to catch up. She's got her head up. She gets that shot. Oh, just wide. Great opportunity there. The ball spun through the midfield. And a chance for Newfoundland and Labrador to get a shot away. Just not accurate enough. Kind of a warning across the bow for New Brunswick here that the Newfoundland and Labrador girls are still looking for that second goal. Goal kick on the far side. Godine, we've seen earlier in the tournament, has a little bit of trouble with her goal kicks. She does okay with that one. As far as a Newfoundland and Labrador player, she pokes one toward the net. It's repelled. Here's Shampoo now. She gets the ball forward. Newfoundland and Labrador intercept that one. Ball fed into the midfield. And quickly dispatched the other way by Newfoundland and Labrador. Up again. Back again. Seen a lot of that in the game. Now here's a chance for someone to run in. Got a shot away now. Is good. Oh, just wide. In the last minute or so, Newfoundland and Labrador has had two good cracks at goal. And they've come up empty-handed. New Brunswick dodging the bullets there. They're still in the lead by a score of 2-1 with about 5 minutes left in the opening stanza here in Prince Edward Island today at the University of Prince Edward Island Turf Facility in Charlottetown under sunny PEI skies. Oh, some nice work there by the captain. She's going to swing it in. She tries. Doesn't get to where she was hoping for, but Lacey Murphy showing the way there by being aggressive and getting after it and earning her squad a corner kick. I think this is Neville coming across for the corner. She of the orange boots. Here we go. Can she get it to the penalty spot and have someone chase it in? She does beautifully. All the way through, though. Chip back in. Another chance to shoot. Blocked by New Brunswick. This is Murphy here showing some real ability on the ball. Covering a lot of territory. Tries to dribble her way through. One touch too many. She could have crossed it from there, but decided to cut it inside, and that was cut off. Murphy with a nice chip down. Chesting it down, but it bounced out of play, and another throw-in on the near sideline for New Brunswick. Throw in New Brunswick deep in their own end. They're in the lead by a score of 2-1. She could turn back. She's got some help. Sometimes talking is the thing that is an overlooked part of the game. You can talk to help your teammates by giving them some direction. And it just takes a little bit of confidence knowing that you're calling for the right thing. Ball squared across the top of the box. No one home. Ball put forward. Only as far as Riley Carroll, who's had a good opening half here. New Brunswick outmuscle the Newfoundland and Labrador forwards, and it falls safely to the goalkeeper, Godin, who gets it up the far side. Header, who's going to get that one? Is that Neville? She's chasing that down. She's had a good first half, including a goal. Handball, though, and another, with the dying seconds coming up here in the first half, a chance for Newfoundland and Labrador. Referee wants the ball moved further forward to where he saw the foul. It's a nice distance here. You can just kind of clip one in toward the top of the box and have the people run onto it. They decide to do it the other way. Neville squeezed off the ball there. Still Newfoundland and Labrador forced to it. Giveaway there. Chance for counterattack by New Brunswick. That's snuffed out. Nice touch there. Murphy with a chance to run. That's stopped. They let it roll out of play. Good decision by Carroll. She gets it forward. Ball in the air. Carroll again with a good header. Good strong header. Murphy tries to slide one of her teammates through. Ooh, that was tight. Ball chipped toward the goal. Goalkeeper was able to bring that one in. She goes down on her knees to steady herself. Gets her hands up, and she brought that one down okay. Ball goes out of play on the far side. Less than a minute to go here now. the far side to Newfoundland and Labrador. Putting Neville in play here. Doesn't get too far. Still is here an opportunity for a shot. And it goes in. They've tied it up in the dying seconds of the first half. Good quick turn at the edge of the box and hammered home. 2-2. 4 goals in the first half. My. Seeing some plenty action here today between the Newfoundland and Labrador girls and the New Brunswick girls. Nice turn, nice shot, and a nice placement by the shot on the far side, well beyond goalkeeper Godin. She had no chance of saving that one. It's a substitution now. I don't think it'll be long before the referee whistles an end to the first half. Ball is punched into the near corner here. Nice turn there, spin turn. Played in here to the right-hand side. Crossed by Chloe Lee. It's all the way to the keeper, who makes sure it doesn't go any further. Newfoundland and Labrador knocking on the door for goal number 3 before the end of the first half. Ball is cleared, but only to midfield. Ball punched further. Looks like Newfoundland and Labrador's back line. We'll get to that one. I'd let them just let that run out, and it's a goal kick. It is 2-2 here as we near the interval. Both these teams keen to get into that gold medal game tomorrow here in Charlottetown to face the Nova Scotia squad, who tied 1-1 with Prince Edward Island and earning the right to get into the gold medal game. Throw into Newfoundland and Labrador on the far side. We played 35 minutes and we did have that water break, so they do add time on for that. Still, here's a chance for a shot here. New Brunswick gets one toward the keeper and she's able to smother that. A little bit of a fumble there, but goalkeeper Allie King was able to corral it, and she's ready to hoof it upfield. Gets good distance and height on it near the near sideline. This is Chloe Lee getting it back to the fullback. It's advanced forward. Isabel Gallant retrieving, doing some nice defending. Ball goes off the shins of Chloe Lee, and it's a throw-in to New Brunswick. Good header there from Murphy, keeping the ball in play. Murphy again on the ball, showing good skill, good speed, good running with the ball. She clips one into the box, very quickly dispatched out of trouble. And the referee, Will Fadjum, blows his whistle to signal the end of the 35 minutes. The score is 1-1 here in Charlottetown, and we'll be back with the second half after the interval.
This is a Sirius XM Hits One Weekend Countdown with Spy Harrison. That's me. And this is Billie Eilish. Who finds it weird that she's called the new face of pop music. Tough gig, but somebody's got to do it. Here's our second of 3 songs on the countdown. At number 34, Bury a Friend.
We're almost ready for the second half here in Charlottetown at the Atlantic Under-13 Girls All-Star Championships in a game between Newfoundland and Labrador and New Brunswick. Score is tied 2-2. About a minute or so away from the second half kickoff. So some quick goals here. This might be a good time just to mention what we have coming up later in the day. We have a game at 2 o'clock, under 14 age category. Prince Edward Island taking on Nova Scotia. Then at 4 o'clock, under 14 girls, Newfoundland and Labrador facing New Brunswick. We will have the gold medal round after the completion of the first 3 days today. We have that gold medal round coming up tomorrow morning. The under 13 bronze game will be the 3 versus 4th finish. That game getting underway at 8 a.m. And then we have the under 14 bronze medal game, 3 versus 4 at 10 a.m. The gold medal game for under 13 girls at noon, and the gold medal game for under 14 girls at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. There is a possibility that the schedule may be adjusted depending on where the Newfoundland and Labrador girls finish, because they have some heavy traveling to do on the way home from Prince Edward Island to Newfoundland. There's only one way to get there. Either you fly or you take the ferry, another ferry, and a bus before you can get home. It's quite a trek getting home to from Prince Edward Island to Newfoundland and Labrador. Not a lot of direct flights, and you end up flying to Halifax, sitting around and waiting. Or if you're on the bus, you take the bus across the Confederation Bridge, get your way to Halifax, and fly home from there. Or you can even take the bus all the way through northern Nova Scotia, Cape Breton, and on to the ferry service at Sydney to get you to the Burren Peninsula. I guess it is where the ferry gets into town there when they arrive in Newfoundland and Labrador. Burren Peninsula. And here we are. Enough of the travel news. Let's get on to the second half here. Referee Will Fadgem ready to restart the game. 2 goals by New Brunswick, scored by Anna Titus and Callan Clark. 2 goals from Newfoundland and Labrador, scored by Ellie Power and Riley Carroll. Oh wait, no, it was Neville. It was Hannah Neville who scored the opening goal for Newfoundland and Labrador. Newfoundland and Labrador on the right-hand side of your screen, wearing the light blue tops with the white shorts and blue socks. And the New Brunswick girls are in a dark red wine-colored top, black shorts and black socks. Referee is Will Fadgem. He's checking, counting up the players, signaling the goalkeepers they're good to go. Yes, they are. It's a New Brunswick kickoff. Game is tied 2-2. There's no extra time. If it ends in a tie, it will end in a tie. It won't be until the gold medal round that the extra time and shootout and penalty kicks takes place. So if this one ends in a tie, it ends in a tie. It's cooled off here a little bit. The cloud has moved over this part of Prince Edward Island, and it's not quite as warm as it was a short time ago. Throw in on the far side to New Brunswick. There must be something, maybe it's playing in front of your coach. We've seen a lot of the game played on the far sideline today. I thought it was just a right-handed, right-sided complex, but they're quite happy to be going that way on the left-hand side as well for New Brunswick. Throw into Newfoundland and Labrador here. Neville with the ball, shielding it nicely. Can she get turned and come up the line? Yes, she can. Look at that. Still a chance for New Brunswick to get it going here. Or Newfoundland and Labrador. So Murphy punching one out to the far side. Intercepted. Fed forward again. Get that one knocked down very nicely. A chance for a through ball for Neville to run in on goal here. Oh, the flag went up. She was just a little bit too anxious. I didn't see the offside, but the referee did, or the assistant referee. Ball will come to another 10, 15 yards upfield, yes, and probably right about there. Referee's happy with that. See what New Brunswick can do from this. To launch it forward, stop by the back line, stop by the midfield. Newfoundland and Labrador try to slide one through to Neville here on the near sideline. Some nice defending there. Setya Penny, the left back, able to stop that New Brunswick attack. Penny again. Throw in New Brunswick here. Ball over everybody there. Who's going to get to that one? Good challenge there. Good piece of work there by Ellery Clouston. Forcing New Brunswick to throw. Ball spins out. Unlucky for New Brunswick's Lawrence Cormier. She was unable to control that one. Ball thumped into the middle of the park. Tap back to Murphy, the captain. This is Murphy again, very good on the ball. You can see why she is the captain of the squad. Bit of a leader. Oh, that's through ball and a chance to shoot. What a save. Wow, that was bang, bang. Ball spun to the New Brunswick midfield very quickly. They got their shot away. That looked like it might have been Sydney Doron who got the shot off. There's another opportunity here. Who's going to get to that one? Ball is still free. Ball is still free. Oh, the ball friendly roll to the goalkeeper. This is Neville tapping it back. Both these squads leaving nothing on the field here. Neville with some great shielding. Can she get turned? Yes, she can. She's a good scrapper on the ball. She took a rough ride there, but she managed to almost get through. Penny on the ball here now. She's hoping that it will roll out. And they're signaling a corner kick. It's a corner for New Brunswick here. Chance for them to try their luck from a set piece. They've got 7, 8 players moving into the Newfoundland and Labrador 18-yard box. They're hoping to be able to get a boot or a head on this and drive it home and drive it toward the goal. There it is, a beautiful cross right to the 6-yard box. Chance to shoot. That one looks like it's going wide. And Murphy drives it forward, and the danger passes. Keeper gets up there, and gets that one clear. Still, here's Murphy, who followed it in. And she's been everywhere for Newfoundland and Labrador. She drives one toward the penalty spot, but the keeper's there first. Let's see what kind of distance the keeper gets on this one. Goes out to the far side, hoping the midfield can collect it, but no. Throw into Newfoundland and Labrador, into the corner. Hard to get get yourself free in that pocket there near the flag, and the ball is tipped out by New Brunswick, and it's a throw into Newfoundland and Labrador. Ball comes into play and quickly put out again. Seems like the whole game has been played on that far side. Our producer and camera operator today is Brian McRae. We'll be here through the afternoon for the under 14 games, and we'll be helping out in the production of the games for the medal round that start tomorrow morning. Looks like a corner coming up, the ball deflecting off a New Brunswick player's boot, and chance for someone to get in the lead here. I think that might be Lacey Murphy over the ball. She gets good distance on her crosses, and they've got 5 or 6 players waiting. She pounds one in toward the penalty spot. It spins high again off a head. It's a tapped goalward. Oh, that one nearly got across the line. Emergency measures there by the New Brunswick back line, getting it clear. This is Penny getting up the line with it. Neville getting turned. Could you get any further? That one punched into the corner by Penny. It goes out for a throw-in. A little bit of pressure on the New Brunswick defenders here as Newfoundland and Labrador getting tight on this throw-in, hoping to win the ball back. Can they? Well, they win a throw. It goes off one of the New Brunswick midfielders. Sidney Duron unable to keep that one under control. Ball pounded out again. Another throw in Newfoundland and Labrador. Game is tied 2-2. Seen some really good goals here today. Another one goes out. Anywhere will do sometimes when you're in a defending situation deep in your own end. Oh, I'm going to see a change here now. Eventually, New Brunswick gets their throw, and that one skipping off the boot of Penny. Tucker Davis now on the ball. Can she get turned and get it back? Oh, the ball goes squirting off of Laurence Cormier's thigh, and it's a throw-in. Ball comes into Neville. Very good on the ball. We've seen her score here today. Ball thumped toward the byline. Can they get something going there? They get themselves a corner. New Brunswick showing there how important it is to chase down every ball. Some nice running by Isabelle Durand to catch up to that one and put a bit of a threat on the Newfoundland and Labrador goal. Here we are with another corner kick. Punched into the penalty spot nicely. Oh, goes off a thigh. No one able to get a boot on that. I think they were surprised it came that far into the field, into the 6-yard box, and no one was ready to rush onto that one and tap it home. Still 2-2 here. Early minutes of the second half in Charlottetown at the under 13 final day of open play before we get to the middle round. The winner of this game will likely end up playing Nova Scotia in the gold medal round tomorrow afternoon. So there's plenty of incentive on the line as we go through the second half. Nice piece of running here. Nice step over. You get it inside to the... There's some excellent play there by Bethany Lee, bringing the ball forward for Newfoundland and Labrador. Ball's turned over here at midfield. Laurence Cormier is open down this right-hand side near the near touchline, but I think they're going to go the other way. Route 1 straight down the middle. Is the keeper going to get there in time? Ooh, that was nip and tuck. Keeper launches it forward. Good distance on that one. Knocked down well, though. Ball given away right at midfield. Again, they're trying to slip it through that through ball, Route 1 right down the middle, hoping someone can run and catch up to it and get a shot on goal. A strategy we've seen quite a bit play here today and throughout the tournament. Teams playing that Route 1 ball, hoping for a through ball, and someone will run onto it and there'll be a mistake by the back line. But not on that instance, as the keeper was able to gather that one in and is ready to launch it forward. Ball runs free all the way to the center line. Nice pull back turn there. Penny Tucker Davis, two of them combined to get it forward. There's Neville in the battle. Oh, looks like it's gone out off of a New Brunswick player. That challenge by Neville paid off. Throw in here now. Who's going to get on the end of that one? Good chance for a run forward here. I think this is Chloe Lee. She cuts it back. She's got help back. Yeah, she uses that. Now, can they counter off of this? 3v3. New Brunswick making a charge at it. They get it inside. Referee saw something. Ball may have gone out. Throw in. Kind of a crazy one on the far side. Not sure where the line is. Throw in on the far side to Newfoundland and Labrador. Played about 14 minutes of the second half. They 35-minute halves with time added on if there's a water break. Ball clipped across the top of the box. Ball cleared, but only as far as the D there at the top of the New Brunswick box. This is Penny on the ball now. She got some help there forward with Neville. Can she get it there? She does, but it just eludes Neville momentarily. Ball gets into the middle. Tucker Davis is able to get it. That one's going to go out, I think. Yeah. Laurence Cormier unable to keep that one in play, and it's a throw-in. Penny on the ball for Newfoundland and Labrador. She's got Tucker Davis there to help her if she needs it. Decides to go up the line to Neville. Gets a nice touch on it and turns. Neville again taps it centrally. Nice piece of play there, trying to bring Bethany Lee into it. Okay, there's a chance. No, the New Brunswick girls are unable to capitalize on that opportunity. It's not passed, though. They slide it through. Here's a chance to shoot. Man, that Murphy came out of nowhere and saved the day for Newfoundland and Labrador. She's got a real motor. She's busy out there for Newfoundland and Labrador. That's Lacey Murphy, the defender, captain of the squad. Works hard, never stops, can go forward. What they call a box-to-box player. Can go from her own box all the way up to the other team's box and challenge. Can play both defensively and attacking. That's Murphy there clearing it. New Brunswick trying to bring that one under control. It's a little wide. I think that one's going out. Despite a good effort to retrieve it there by Sydney Drouin. Okay. Nice steal there by Chloe Lee. She's coming in near the box. Can she get it across? She does. Oh! Almost a shot on goal. The keeper just put the Newfoundland and Labrador forward off. She was able to get her body turned and get that ball goalward. Still, they've earned themselves a corner kick, and Murphy taking charge of that one. They've got 6 players in the New Brunswick box waiting for it. They decide to go short. She swings it in, not far enough. New Brunswick there to pick that off. New Brunswick still on the go. This is Isabel Gallant with the ball running free. She's got no support. She's going to have to do this all by herself. Tucker Davis to the rescue there for New Brunswick. Nice piece of running by Lee there. Tucker Davis again pushes the ball through. Chance for Chloe Lee to get on it, just asking a little bit too much of her with that one. And it's time for a water break. We've hit the 17-minute mark of the second half, and as we have seen throughout the tournament, they're taking a break about halfway through each half to let the girls get some water, get a breather, hear from their coaches, relax a bit, and get ready for that final push of the final 17 minutes of the game here and see what they can do, who's going to win it. It's 2-2. We've seen 2 nice goals by both sides, and Nova Scotia is awaiting the winner of this one and will take the winner on in the gold medal game late tomorrow afternoon. The team that finishes second in this game, or the team that doesn't win, will end up playing Prince Edward Island in the bronze medal game early tomorrow morning. Referee Fadjum getting ready to blow the game back into action. Here we go. Yep. Last minute instructions from the coaches. Do your best. Work hard. Win the ball. Come back and help the defenders. Get up and support the midfield. Get up and support the forwards. All kinds of messages the players hear at this juncture in the game. Last minute instructions. Be strong. Give it everything you got. I'm sure the players have heard something, a version of that in their discussions with their coaches all week, and especially today. The game knotted 2-2. Gold medal game on the line. So I'm guessing we're going to see some really good battling here in the final 17 minutes. Throw in the Newfoundland and Labrador on the far side. Get it under control. Quick challenge from New Brunswick. Trying to let that one roll out. Not sure what, yeah, it's going to go New Brunswick's way. Hard to tell on the far side who's doing the last touch on that. Murphy getting one toward the Newfoundland goal. Crisp shot there, but it didn't get past the defenders. Good block. Here's the throw coming in. Ball spinning. Quick shot. Oh, ball rebounds. Chance for Neville to get into a nice spot. She does! Oh! Oh, so close. So close. Neville put it right along the goal line. It eluded the goalkeeper. And the Newfoundland, and I think that was Lee, who was unable to get a boot on it. I'll take a guess that it was Chloe Lee, who, or maybe it was Ellery Closton, I think, who just couldn't get a boot on that one. Nice teamwork there, but Neville and Closton, though, they almost got goal number 3 for Newfoundland and Labrador. That's the closest we've seen to a third goal here. Played forward again. New Brunswick first to it. Ball knocked down. Can they bring it inside? No. There's one for somebody to chase. Fullback Rogers is putting that one out of play. No, it's being kept in play. Rogers gets turned and feeds it up the line. Chance for New Brunswick to run on the back line. They're stopped up though. Ball leaks through to the Newfoundland and Labrador line, and they're taking their time. They scoop it up the line, and it's a throw into New Brunswick on the far side. Throw into Newfoundland and Labrador on the far side. Trying to find the forward, Ellery Clouston there, but ball didn't come into play. Now the throw in there. This time New Brunswick with the ball. There's that bouncing ball again. The girls waiting for the ball to bounce. They just aren't comfortable enough to get on it and get it down on the floor and do something with it. Throw into New Brunswick. Here it comes. Goes off someone's head. This might be corner. So here's a chance for New Brunswick to see what they can do from a corner on the far side. They're certainly bringing enough players forward. They've got 5. Looks like they're going to have 6 players in the Newfoundland Labrador 18-yard box. Here comes the ball. Near post. Cleared smartly. Ball fed back in again. That one's probably going to go out. It does, and it's a goal kick to Newfoundland and Labrador. So other than that Neville to Clouston near miss there on the New Brunswick goal mouth, we haven't seen a whole lot of scoring opportunities. Game is knotted at 2-2. We have about roughly 10 minutes or so left in the game. 35-minute halves, no extra time, no shootout, no penalties. Ball cleared up to the near sideline here. New Brunswick first to it. Loose possession. Neville gets herself inside with it. Ball punched forward, only as far as a New Brunswick defender. Some good defending there. Ball played in again. This is Penny on it. Ball clipped forward toward Neville. Neville's on it. Sidesteps a tackler. Pitches one forward. This is Clouston running on that one, but the keeper was first to it. Murphy gets it down. Now here's Neville. Neville looking for her next move. Good tackle there. Coming up the line here is Clark. Trying to feed it through. Looks like offside. Yeah, it was offside, and the referee spotted the signal on the flag from the assistant referee on the far side. Free kick. Pounded forward. Oh, off the top of a defender's head. The goalkeeper is going to have to come for that one. She's waiting for the Newfoundland girls to get further forward. And she whips it into the center area. Ball goes over the fullback's head. You got to get the ball on the floor. Neville cuts it inside, gets turned nicely. Still Neville. And she's loses out on the ball there. Ball still in play there. Ball put out by Buildup, and it's a throw-in on the far side. No, It's a throw into the New Brunswick squad on the far side. Throw into Newfoundland now. Free kick to Newfoundland and Labrador here. They've got a 3-player wall in front of the ball. The referee, assistant referee, marching them back. Ball could be crossed to the penalty spot here. Newfoundland and Labrador with a handful of players ready for it. Could she get it high enough? She does. Coming right in. New Brunswick with the recovery. Tucker Davis trying to get the ball forward. Throw into Newfoundland and Labrador. Quickly brought into play. Ball goes out. It's a New Brunswick throw in. We're going to see some substitutions here. Maybe a change of tactics. Maybe sending a message on what the coaches want to see here in the last few minutes. Another free kick here for Newfoundland and Labrador from about 25 yards, maybe 30 yards. Murphy over the ball. Referee Fadgem's going to march that wall back. Another 3 or 4 paces for sure. He wants to see 10 meters. That's it right there. Stepped it off. I'd clip one in from here. I'd clip one into the penalty spot. Keeper's off her line. Let's see what Murphy does with this one. Plays it on the floor, doesn't get past the wall. And try again. Throw into Newfoundland and Labrador. A bit of a wasted opportunity there by Newfoundland and Labrador. They had a chance to chip one in toward the penalty spot and weren't able to get it past the wall. This is Penny now. Trying to find a teammate. Ball's played quickly across. You find somebody. This is Neville. She's clear in. Can she get a shot away? Oh, she tried to clip the keeper. Oh, another attempt there. Wow. Another chance there. It fell to Maria Piercy, and she wasn't able to put it home either. So Neville failed to beat the keeper, and neither did Piercy. They were right in the box near the penalty spot and weren't able to find the net. Just a reminder, we'll have the under 14 final day of games here coming up after this one. Nick Murray, my colleague, will be doing the 2 under 14 games. All 4 provinces in action. Murphy trying to dribble her way into position here to get across. Throw in a Newfoundland and Labrador. Throw into New Brunswick. Had a lot of throw-ins today. Going to see a change. Neville's going off. And it looks like Bethany Lee is coming on. Neville's had a good tournament. Played well here today. Bethany Lee takes her penny off, and she's coming into the game. Probably play at left wing or maybe central. Throw into Newfoundland and Labrador. We're seeing a lot of the second half played on the far sideline, and throw-ins is almost like a throw-in competition. There's another one. Maybe you get some points the first to 100 throw-ins. You get a point or something. Here we go. Can somebody make the breakthrough here? Can somebody break the deadlock? Can somebody win this one? It may end up being decided, if it ends in a tie, it may end up being decided on goal difference, and we'll have to have a huddle on that one to find out who ends up with the second best record. Just kind of checking my notes here to see. It looks like, well, it's pretty tight, really. Wow. Looks like Newfoundland and Labrador may have scored a few more goals than New Brunswick, and that may be the decider. We'll wait to hear. Nova Scotia is in the gold medal game for sure after a 1-1 tie against PEI. Goal difference may be the decider in this one. They've got about 3 or 4 minutes to win it. Each side with an opportunity to break the tie. It's just been back and forth. It's almost as if they've run out of steam here, and the game has just come to a stall there on the far side with throw-in after throw-in. Another change coming up. There's Maria Piercy going off. I think this is Neville coming back into the game. It is, yeah. Can they swing one across from there? A real huddle there in the far corner. Ball finally comes free to New Brunswick. Good chase there by Clark. We're into the final minute of the 70. Played just over 69 minutes. There will be that time added on for the water break. Free kick to New Brunswick. A little bit too aggressive by the Newfoundland and Labrador midfield. New Brunswick's pushed 4, 5, 6 players forward now. 7 up to the edge of the Newfoundland and Labrador box, hoping for a good bounce, hoping for something that'll get them clear in for a shot. Good header by Tucker Davis. Well positioned there by her. Ball headed down. Keeper's there. Brings that under control. Nice opportunity for New Brunswick there. They just couldn't get a shot out of it. Good header. Ball goes out of play. We're going to see 3 added minutes. Fourth official putting up the board, indicating an additional 3 minutes to the game. Oh, dangerous play. The referee whistled that one down. And in a dangerous position here, this may clinch it for New Brunswick. Referee's coming over to make sure they're back 10 meters, telling them, no, we don't want the kick taken there. We want it taken over here. And he's going to spot it down there about 4 yards outside the Newfoundland and Labrador box. They've got 7, 8, 9 players nearly in the box waiting for the service here, hoping that they can find a winning goal, the winning formula to unlock this Newfoundland and Labrador defense, score a goal, win it 3-2 in the dying minutes, and find their way into the gold medal game tomorrow against Nova Scotia. Let's see what they've got here. Oh, good cross to the near post. They've done it. Did it go in? No. Trying to figure out what happened. The referee's coming to the goalkeeper. No goal. No goal. What? We'd have to get an explanation on that one. The ball went into the net, but it was whistled no goal, whistled down. There was some infraction. Something happened in between the ball going into the net and when it was struck. Not sure what we saw there. We'll have to check with the referee Fadjum later. So the game is still tied. 2-2. There's one in the top. Oh, what a save! The ball's on the goal line. What a scramble! Tucker Davis comes away with it. Foul on the goalkeeper. It's still 2-2. Boy, they've dodged some bullets here. Free kick to Newfoundland and Labrador. This is Murphy on the ball, the captain. She's ready to let this one fly. She whips it into the midfield. Ball's going to be wide. I'd let that one go. Yeah. We're almost out of time here. I imagine the referee's going to be glancing at his watch and putting his whistle in his mouth here pretty soon. Bring this game to an end. There'll have to be some math done at the end of this one if it ends in a 2-2 tie to see which of these two squads will qualify for the gold medal game against Nova Scotia. It'll probably be goal difference. And we'll have to do some adding and subtracting to find out who was best on that account. Chance to shoot here. There it is. It's all over. The game ends in a 2-2 tie. And I think Newfoundland and Labrador, the way the girls are running on, they know those 2 goals are enough to see them win on goal difference and qualify for the gold medal game. So the game ends 2-2. It was an attractive game in the first half with plenty of goals. The game slowed down quite a bit in the second half with neither side being able to find the net. And it finishes in a 2-2 draw. And we believe, not official yet, but it looks like Newfoundland and Labrador have qualified for the gold medal game against Nova Scotia. And the New Brunswick girls will end up playing Prince Edward Island in the bronze medal game tomorrow. We'll be checking on that. Stay tuned. My colleague Nick Murray, who's calling the under-14 games coming up this afternoon, will be able to give you details on that goal difference and who did qualify for the gold medal game. This is John Morrison signing off from Charlottetown. Hope you've enjoyed the games and stay with us this weekend for the medal round. I think they scored one or two. Nothing for very well. What do you think happened there? Well, it went like that, but it was